Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome to Mabu College. My name is Mabu. Thank you for finding me on YouTube if you are new. I'm so honored of presenting you today's video even if you find me by coincidence. Please keep watching me as you want, or I promise you're gonna get all benefits and useful information to support your life. I talked about the various kinds of topics about the Japanese breaking news, business, technology, education, sometimes blogging and more. If you can stay tuned with me, hit the subscription button and I get you updated with next episode of Mabu College. I always welcome you. Okay, enough intro. Let's begin. Today, I'm gonna be talking about leadership. I'm so intrigued by today's topic because leadership is something I'm missing. I've never thought I could gain leadership because I believed leadership was something like native, innate, or inborn ability, and more like something you can't gain after you are born. So I didn't really care about that. I almost gave up on it. When I was a kid, I played basketball and I wanted to be a captain, but I was never selected as a captain because I had no charisma, no popularity, and no responsibility enough to organize the entire team. Well, these factors are of course important, but I have realized important is not sometimes important, you know? Today, I'm gonna get deep into it. So, for those who didn't know exactly how to visualize the overlook of leadership, today's video is the best for you. These days, I haven't talked about the mindset like how to be a better person, how to be a self-motivated, how to educate myself, and how to have a positive mind and stuff like that. I don't have a mental mental stability recently enough to teach you how to go through your negative mind, nuisance, obstacles to succeed your goal. Because myself, over the last few weeks, I've been so tough to spend my everyday life. All of a sudden, my mom was hospitalized for her heart failure, and I had a second medical checkup for my large intestine, and I almost got diagnosed for my polyp excision. I had many job interviews at the same time, but I didn't get hired by any of the companies. Likewise, I felt so down last month. I know it happens to the best of me whenever it happens, but things didn't go well for my life. I just stopped thinking and had a day off to start things over and refresh my old memory, and here I am. Well, that actually works though. Yeah, that's basically how I overcome negative stuff out of my mind. That's why I'm filming today's video about something to be motivated and something I can be vibrant for. I still have to grow up and get myself better than what I was yesterday, and I noticed the importance of leadership because I was missing, as I said earlier. For example, if you pick up one person who believe is the most influential leader of the world, who would that be? What kind of leader would you like to work for or with? Merely, you might figure leadership is a great ability of an individual to influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. The definition is not wrong, but when it comes to management, leadership and management are totally different story. And you know what? I used to have an ex-manager in my previous company, and now I have my current manager. When I compare them to each other, I would like to work for my current manager. They are both skillful managers with enough job experience and it's related to work knowledge. But why do you think I would love to work for my current manager? Because he has a leadership, strong and trustful one. Look at your manager or someone who manages you somewhere before. Are they all good? Unless you work for a long time, most likely, nope. Maybe because they are so mean to you, or they use you a lot like a tool. I don't know. For any other reasons, you must feel uncomfortable when they treat you like that way. Then you look for another job opportunity when you make a better deal with another firm, for example. They don't have to have a great charisma, presentation, job achievement, or a perfect job background, right? I know you don't care about that. You do not care whoever your manager or supervisor would be. Then, what is your ideal leader like? Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, or Elon Musk? Nope. Even if you are a normal person like me, I believe anyone can be a leader. If you can get familiar with the essence of being a great leader, I believe you can be a leader too. Even if you are a self-employed, you have to lead yourself to the right direction and reach your goal. That means you need to take care of yourself with your responsibility, right? In other words, with self-leadership. You are expected to be a leader of your family, a small group of people, and wherever you are in an organization, you are asked to execute your operation with leadership. Some people are trying to be a leader in a group because they just wanna get promoted. Others are not interested in being a leader, don't care. Other people might just wanna relax, hang out with their friend, and play video games all day, which is not too bad. That's your life. But sometimes when you need to work for someone else, you need to follow him. I mean, you need to get advised by someone who manages you, right? When you work for a part-time job, for example, someone has to guide you and give you an instruction on how to do your job properly. Anyone can be fine, like a team leader, a cluster leader, and anyone who assists you to do your job. Then, if you need to select your best leader, I want to question you, what he's supposed to be like. If you have no answers for my question, I think I can help you. Let me just explain to you briefly about my scenario, okay? I'm working solo on site, as I told you before. I'm in charge of IT support desk in a factory. When every single one of my clients walk in my office for a quick question or queries, I have to break through. I have to break fixed troubleshootings and resolve their issue within 8 business hours. That's a corporate policy and guideline to meet. If I am out of reach, I get fined. So I need someone to help my business. I ask my company to dispatch an engineer for reinforcement because I'm super swamped to do daily business operations. I can't handle it. So my company agreed and sent me one person, but he's not actually a good engineer that I expected. So I have to educate him because he's not well skilled. To be honest, in my deep mind, I would want to say, get the out. Don't send me a useless engineer. But I actually don't say it loud, of course, because there is no perfect person who can meet my 100% expectations. Sometimes you have to accept him and stay patient. That's the very first step you gotta do. Whoever works for you, you have to welcome them. And what is more, there's one more thing I always need you to keep in mind with consciousness, which is human virtue. Think about someone or a person who always diffuses a tense atmosphere, who delivers you the latest breaking news and updates you what's coming the next. Who is confident without being arrogant, and who is responsible for managing the organizations. This is type of the person that challenging people wanna be around and to be like. But I was not the type of person who could inspire people and treat people with leadership because it annoyed me. I hate the shit. Then, how the hell am I be able to be a leader? Human virtue is all about the character. Yeah, simply, if you can focus on being a good people, all right actions will follow effortlessly. Become a good person, or you'll do good things. Sounds like you can Google it, or like a cheap textbook tells you so. I hear you saying, I'm so mean, sneaky, greedy, and dishonest. If you gave up on being a nice person when you were in elementary school, I can hear you saying, I'm a bad person. Even I envy people from wealthy family, people who have a cute girlfriend, and talented people like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. I always speak ill of people who are blessed with full of happiness and fortune. However, I enjoy my life. I'm a cheater lover. Yeah, I'm that kind of person. What do you think? Can I be a good leader? Do you think so? No. How could you be a good leader with a crooked smile? So let me give you a clue here. Let's take a look at some particular virtues, starting with captain. My friend joins the baseball team in the league, but he was a bench player forever. Didn't play good, but he was a hard worker, the most hardest worker in the team, always aspiring his teammates to win the championship. Joined every single practice and played hustle and well communicated with folks, and he was selected as a captain after all. Isn't that so beautiful? I think that's a strength of human virtue, same as Kogure-kun from Slam Dunk. Not sure if you know what I'm talking about, but that's what it is. In case you are incapable of doing the things you need to be capable, you can still be a good leader. So, how can I gain a human virtue? What are the secrets of human virtue? Let's get deep into it, folks. Human virtue is everything needed for your life. Historically, it is the preferred moral ethics by the majority of Christians. Faith, hope, charity, honesty, and compassion. These attributes are considered as all examples of human virtues. But it sounds unclear to understand the whole concept, doesn't it? So let's break down those attributes into the best of all virtues. Well, technically, I have two virtues I would like to propose. I believe the most important virtue is charity. This is the absolutely something I'm missing. In the US, let me say for example, if you donate a large amount of money at $1 million for whatever natural disasters like a tsunami, earthquake, people admire you. They treat you with respect. But if you do the same in Japan, people might criticize you for a publicity stunt. That means they self-advertise and promote donation that attracts media coverages so that they can gain popularity and brand awarenesses. But it only backfires in Japan. So the spirit of charity itself is very, very simple. You can just donate and give money to the weak. I mean, vulnerable people, people with disability, and social disadvantaged people. But charity is not too easy to do in Japan, and you know why? Because charity doesn't fix every problem. In fact, a lot of charity work is devoted to dealing with the fundamental causes of problems. For example, trying to reduce global poverty or doing research into uncured diseases like AIDS. Unfortunately, to tell the truth with you, that's not a big concern of normal people like me, because I can't take priority to highlight these two big problems on my to-do list. I can't handle it myself because the problem is huge to resolve. I'm not a Bill Gates or a Warren Buffett either, so I just can't. But what else can I do? What can I do? My best effort is to spend time with the social vulnerable and interact with them as much as I can. I used to have arrogant co-workers who always behaved so badly to other female co-workers of mine. He was a very annoying person. We didn't really want to get in touch with him in the workplace. When he talks to his manager, he butters up and talks like a cheap salesman, but he gets so tough on noob. He doesn't get easy on a wimpy person, because he wants to be promoted for the manager position. He doesn't want to spend time with weak people, and those people sense he can't be a good leader. Do you see the big dilemmas between these guys and others? So afterwards, we claimed to HR and asked him to leave the company because he was just too bad for another reasons. You don't want to send that result, do you? Yeah. So in terms of human virtue, you are encouraged to be in a good harmony with other people around you, especially when you interact with the socially vulnerable. Okay, so that's for number one, and the other one is all about toughness and confidence. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so as I said earlier, You don't want to be a stupid leader who always looking for money and power like my ex co-worker did. You need to improve your mentality with toughness and confidence. What is it supposed to mean? Against what factor do you have to be tough and confident? Technically, I would rather say you gotta be strong to defeat seduction and threat against power. You get promoted. That means you are given the power. Once you become a manager, you can perform your leadership responsibility with the help of power. So it is quite necessary for the organization. But power is sometimes awful. It can kill you if you misuse it. If you abuse a high degree of power, you should acknowledge that you might as well be in trouble with the power corruption. So people always watch you, keep an eye on you if you are doing okay with your business and your business operations, and they give you a bad grade if your performance is not too good. You feel tons of pressure on yourself because your teams expect you so much. When you get promoted, you are so happy. Your salary is raised. Your social position is upgraded. Everything is brand new, and you can get all benefits from the company as well. You must be super goddamn happy. But at the same time, you go crazy. When you are given the power to influence people, you can have whatever you like. Yeah, money, lover, all kinds of seduction, temptation, and even illegal drug if you abuse your power. That's why you have to have a strong mentality. That's also called Mamba mentality, suggested by Kobe Bryant. So you have to have a stamina like a marathon runner. Yeah, you believe you cannot be a nice person with compassion. Same here. I'm not good. I'm not good either. I have a desire for money, power, sex, and more. But great leaders combat those desires, and then they control their mentality so well. I never ask you to improve your leadership skills because you can improve it from your daily activities. Help vulnerable people and stay patient. That's basically all I want to tell you. And once you have them, be confident of yourself. In a job training that I have attended in the past, I have found out that I already had most of the skills needed with leadership. Since I was a foreigner 20 years ago, it was kind of hard for me to feel comfortable to deal with staffs, not because I was a fluent English speaker, but because I felt they were already judging me. I could talk all day and have a conversation with you or with the English speakers, but I had a moment that I felt awkward to mingle with a group of white people. So sometimes it didn't work out. I think sometimes I look less confident, but not to get stage fright, like I get too nervous in a tense situation. I have set some strategies. For example, if I had a presentation at school or was in a workplace, in a meeting, or wherever it is, I anticipate all possible questions that could come from my audiences, and by doing so, I get more comfortable no matter how I get questions that I don't have an answer yet. Yeah, why not? It's very useful, isn't it? So confidence is all about the preparation, anticipation, like something is most likely to come to you next. If you know it, you know what to do. That's one of the examples I can pick up right away. And as I said earlier, there is more techniques on how you can be a better leader. In the next stage of Mabu College for the second half, I'm gonna be talking about positive listening skills. So if you can really stay tuned with me, please do so. I'll be uploading the next video soon. So until then, let me just take a short break, okay? Alright, so I go now grab some coffee later. Alright, so I'll see you around in a minute.